Hi, my name is Kara, owner of the Etsy shop, KaraKitsandCreations. And these are the signs that represent the 4 kits that will be available on my shop. We've got just a plain love, we've got the conversation hearts, this cute little gnome one, and my favorite, the little cow, little Smooch's cow. And this is the one I'm going to make today. So I have all my supplies together to make my Valentine cow wreath. So I've got 3 different colors to match: the white, the red, and pink. And this is the 10-inch mesh. And we're gonna do 6 pieces of each of these at 30 inches. I've got a 14-inch wreath frame, of course my sign. For tools, rotary cutter for cutting the mesh, scissors for cutting ribbon. I got my wire cutters because I'm going to add some roses like what's in my sign. So I'll need the wire cutters, and also my glue gun to glue in those roses. And I have a total of 18 pipe cleaners for the base, plus additional 2 to put on the sign, and 2 more for the bows that I'm going to be doing. And these are the little mounting squares for the sign. So for ribbon, I actually have 6 different ribbons cut at 36 inches each. So of each of the different colors, I have like 2 pieces of the 36 inch. You don't have to use 6 different ones. There are 6 pieces per bow that I'm going to be making. You could easily just buy like 3 different colors and do 2 of each in each bow. So that's an alternative. So first thing I'm gonna do is set up our base. So first thing I'm gonna do is put 18 pipe cleaners on my 14-inch wreath frame. Gonna do it a little bit different. Usually for the work wreath form, you do 10 on the outside, 8 on the inside, but for this, I'm gonna try doing 9 on the outside and 9 on the inside. So, and this little pipe cleaner is approximately just under 5 inches. It's gonna help me keep them even going around. So I take, for the outside, take pipe cleaner around 2 bars, but crisscross them over top of the outer ring. And you don't have to actually use different colors of the pipe cleaners. It just kind of helps you know what you're putting where, I guess. So I'm just going to continue around putting 9 pipe cleaners crossed over the outer ring. So I put the pipe cleaners on the outer ring, and now I'm going to start on the inner ring. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right between the ones on the outside. So between the white and pink, I'm going to do red, kind of halfway between them, but crossing over the inner ring. Let me twist it. And then continue around, kind of between each one, do that 3rd color. Just try to keep, I'm going to try to keep them even when I put on the mesh. So I cut the red, white, and pink mesh into 30-inch pieces, 6 of each of the colors. And I've actually already put the ruffles onto the inner ring, and now I'm going to do the outer ring. So what I do is kind of just, so I'm doing the Woodland Ruffle, also called the Cruffle. So just kind of making rolls at the end. So again, rolling it over and over a couple of times, and then I put thumbs in the middle, and walk across. And then put it in the pipe cleaner. And then I'm not going to be putting anything else in the pipe cleaners, so I'm just going to cut them off and push them back. And then I'm going to just alternate red, white, pink, which I kind of already designated with by putting the different colored pipe cleaners. So just rolling it over a couple of times. Same thing, roll it. Put my thumbs back there for leverage to pull it up. And secure it into the pipe cleaner. Take a good twist. Cut off the excess, push it to the back. You can kind of flip as you go or wait till the end, whichever you prefer. And I'm just gonna finish putting the Cruffles on the outer ring, and then we'll put on the sign. Okay, so I got all the Cruffles on my base, and the next step I'm going to do is put on the sign, which is super easy. I get these little mounting squares from Amazon. And just stick them on. And 2 pipe cleaners. Alright, and let's see. So I'm going to point this out for Mary Should that there are 6 sections to these 14-inch wire wreaths. So I kind of use the little bars when I'm putting on the sign, so it's like centered. Same thing is like, so I'm going to have the sign centered using these little bars here, and then when I go to put on the bows, we'll go like here and here, and then those other little embellishments, the roses, like here and here, just kind of to get things even. You can kind of use those as a guide. So I'm gonna take this. So I think the easiest way to get this on is just to put your sign with the little things pointed up. Turn this over and using these bars as your guide. I'm just attaching the pipe cleaners to a wire. And then flip it over and check the placement. And that's how easy it is to do the side part. And next we'll be doing the bows. So I'm gonna make my bow. I've got my bow dabra. I have 6 pieces of ribbon cut at 36 inches each. And just gonna take and measure out approximately a 10-inch tail. I have to twist it and measure out a 6-inch loop. Then make sure I got 6 ends in here. Don't quite look right. No, they are. Okay. And then alternating loops. So this one, we'll do a tail this direction. Again, we have to twist it. Yep. And same as the last one, doing 6 inches. And pushing the tail to the other side. So just kind of make sure they're spread out. I'm going to go through and dovetail all the ends. And I'll wrap a pipe cleaner around it. Go opposite. Okay, and then put it on our wreath. So we've got can see it. So we've got the crossbar over here. And that's where I want to put one of those over here. You can see it again where they have the crossbar. And then I have another one. So going across from it onto the other crossbar. Mm-hmm. I just kind of got to adjust everything a little bit. I'll move back and do some. Okay, so I spent a bit of time fluffing out the loops and spreading out the tails. I actually ended up trimming the tails quite a bit, but got it kind of all fanned out. And so I'm done with the bows. Going to put on the roses. So I cut 3 roses, kind of like on the sign. And I'm gonna use a little bit of glue, mostly for what's gonna hold them in is I'm gonna stick them through the mesh, and that's actually gonna hold them better than the glue itself. But always good to make sure it's really gonna stay. Okay. And then I'm going to do that on the opposite side as well. So when you go to hang up, usually you can actually hang these up by the wires, but sometimes when they're this full, you can't. It doesn't want to lay flat against the wall. So I usually do just then for these kind is just to add, if I can get it in there. Just add like a little loop of pipe cleaner. Here's my completed Valentine wreath up on my door. I do have a few kits of this one and kits with the other signs that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So if you go to my Etsy shop, KaraKitsandCreations, you could purchase the supplies to make these. I got the signs at the Etsy shop BloominCountryDesign, and most of the mesh and the ribbon and embellishments I got at craftoutlet.com. So thanks for watching.